Once upon a time, in a quiet valley nestled between soft, misty mountains, lived a young woman named Elena. She held dreams in her heart as vast and beautiful as the sunrise that painted her world in gold each morning. Yet a shadow of anxiety often flickered within her. She wanted her dreams to bloom instantly, to hold them in her hands right now. This restlessness followed her into her small, cozy cottage. Day after day, she would work, but a growing impatience made her hands tremble and her shoulders slump. The joy of her dreams was being overshadowed by the stress of wanting them to happen immediately. She felt stuck, watching the world move forward while she stood still. One sunny afternoon, seeking a moment of peace, Elena wandered up a nearby hill to a beautiful garden she had often admired from afar. There she found an old gardener, his face etched with kind lines, peacefully watering his plants. He seemed to be part of the garden itself, moving with a calm, unhurried rhythm. Drawn by his gentle presence, Elena approached. She didn't need to say a word. The gardener seemed to understand the turmoil in her heart. He simply smiled and beckoned her closer. He reached into his pocket and placed 3 tiny seeds into her open palm. "Go home and plant these," he said softly. "Care for them, and you will understand." Back in her cottage, Elena filled a pot with soil and carefully planted the seeds, her heart a mix of hope and skepticism. She gave them a single drop of water, promising to tend to them every day. With the first seed, Elena's impatience took over. Each morning she would poke and prod the soil, anxious to see a sprout. The moment a tiny green shoot appeared, she couldn't resist touching it, measuring it, even digging it up slightly to check its roots. She watered it much, then not enough, her constant interference smothering its delicate life. Before long, the little sprout withered and drooped, a tiny monument to her restlessness. With the second seed, she tried a different approach, but her anxiety was the same. She'd hover over the pot, her stressful energy almost palpable. This sprout, too, struggled and eventually faded away. A deep sense of disappointment washed over Elena. Why couldn't she make them grow? For the third seed, Elena remembered the old gardener's calm demeanor. This time, she would do things differently. She planted it, gave it a gentle drink of water, and then let it be. Each day, she did her part. A little water, a little sunlight, but she resisted the urge to interfere. She trusted the process. Slowly, miraculously, a sprout emerged. She watched from a distance as days turned into weeks. The sun and rain came and went. The tiny shoot grew stronger, unfurling its leaves, reaching steadily for the sky. There was no rush, no struggle, just a quiet, persistent journey of growth. Elena found herself becoming calmer, her daily ritual a form of meditation. A few months later, Elena returned to the hilltop garden, a small, healthy plant in her hands. Its leaves were a vibrant green, its stem strong and confident. The old gardener was there, tending to his roses. He looked at Elena, then at the plant, and his warm smile was all the recognition she needed. In that moment, standing in the golden light of the afternoon, Elena understood. It wasn't about forcing things to happen. It was about consistent, gentle effort and the quiet, powerful magic of time. Her journey had taught her a profound lesson. Your dreams are like seeds. You must do your part, nurturing them with care and consistency each day. But you must also trust the process and have the patience to let time do the rest. Growth cannot be rushed. It can only be cultivated. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more gentle reminders on your own journey.